Well, hello, Pisces. This is your reading. So let's see what's going on for you for mid-May. What is happening? The energies around you. Let's see where we go. All right. Feel free to swap around the energies. As always, I could be talking to a cross watcher. So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right. Fellow travelers, valiant courage. Interesting. Great adventure. Take a risk. All right. Take a risk. Venture forward. I've been seeing that quite a bit in these readings, that there is something that's going to be offered to you, but you might feel a little bit like, should I do this? Should I not do it? It could be taking a financial risk. Could be taking a personal risk. And it does have something to do with moving your life forward. I feel like you might even have some people around you who are, you feel are very supportive of you. It's almost like you don't want to leave this cozy group, this cozy place, but you are being asked to do that. Okay, you are being asked to venture forward. All right, so let's see where we go here with this. Yeah, Ace of Wands, sorry. Eight of Cups, that's where that came from, and this Hierophant. So some of you may be opening up to a new kind of belief system or new kind of philosophy. Anything from adding a yoga practice to changing your religion or your political affiliation. There's some kind of inspiration that is leading you in the direction of a teacher. On a very basic level, some of you could be traveling to see a teacher, somebody, going to a conference, you want somebody that you want to see speak. All right, Page of Cups, Empress, Strength card. So far, I have Taurus, Libra, more Taurus, and Leo, Aquarius right here in the middle. Isn't that beautiful? Page of Wands. I like the page energy here. It feels nice and light, and with the sun, with the star card there, that's beautiful. This is a calling. I feel like you're getting, it's not a new calling. It's sort of like I'm not going to say continuation either, because that sounds kind of lame. It's not a continuation. It's sort of like little things here and there are being offered to you, and they are part of this new adventure. So you might not be putting the dots together right now. This beautiful energy of Page of Cups could be some kind of lighthearted invitation. This beautiful Empress energy about really, connecting with your heart, connecting with your divine feminine. These are both divine feminine cards. So if you are divine feminine, it does feel a little bit like you are being invited. You're being invited to something that does have to do with a teacher, a healer, a guide, a mystic, a shaman. And I do feel like that's going to be maybe it's going to cost you money, or it's going to cost you, you're going to have to work harder for this than you might have ever worked hard before. Three of Wands, and the Star card is about healing. Page of Wands. Some of you also may be becoming a healer, a teacher, a guide, and there are people around you. You might be struggling to I don't really think I can be public being a shaman, especially if I'm running the marketing department for my local grocery store. You might be like, what are my employers going to think about this? But here's the thing. You're really, you should be listening on some level, doing meditation or something like that, because your calling is coming. All right. You're going to really know by the end of this month what you should be doing, what you should be pursuing. I feel like you get these little breadcrumbs here and there. A lot of times I say breadcrumbs, or I talk about breadcrumbs, and people just hear breadcrumbing and they think it's another person that's breadcrumbing them. I'm saying to you that the universe has been breadcrumbing you, but not in a way that drags you along without any positive thing. This is like the universe is trying to get you to see your calling. And some of you what's going on subconsciously is that you are already headed toward your calling. You could be, let's just say, you could be inspired to go to some conference, or you're like, oh, look at that person speaking, or you get something in your feed that is like a class or a course being offered by a person that you really admire, right? Mind Valley, something on Mind Valley that is like catching your attention. Do it. Okay, that's what's being asked of you here. These are healing breadcrumbs. Healing breadcrumbs that are bringing you to your work, to your next profession. This is a calling that is your work. So some people, there's plenty of people on this planet that have a calling that has nothing to do with how they support themselves or anything like that. This calling is, I feel like some of you are overcoming a very different kind of life than this calling, and it will take courage for you to step in. I don't want to leave my peeps. I don't want to leave my home or the thing I've created already. I don't want to do that, but this is really calling you to on the train, get to the next level of what you're here to do. This is part of your spiritual path. Most definitely. Now, you might have people at your job who are not pro, but it's almost like, who cares what they think? After a while, this calling is going to get louder and louder and louder. And after a while, you're going to be like, well, I don't know what to tell you. I got to go. Okay, so clarify the Five of Wands. Yep, that's right. Ace of Swords, Queen of Cups, Six of Wands, and the Eight of Swords, Emperor, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, so I see a lot of resistance here. I also see some resistance in your own belief that you can be this leader. So you might be drawn to going to see somebody at a conference, but really it's you that should be on the stage. At some point, you're going to be on the stage. You're going to be the person who people are coming to see. Your calling is showing up. And I feel like what's around you are people who kind of there's a little bit of jealousy here. There's a little bit of, no, stay with us, stay in this old life, stay in this comfort zone kind of thing. And eventually, I don't really think you're going to have a choice about this. I think the universe is going to say, you've got to move. Now, the Emperor here about taking a risk, standing up for yourself, standing up for what you believe in. The next year and a half, we are in the middle of eclipse energy, which is activating the North Node in Taurus. And I know you're Pisces and things like that, but especially if you have your North Node in Taurus or in the second house or something like that, second house, eighth house, Taurus, Scorpio, if you have North Node in any of those places, this is really what's calling you. That is the ping that's saying to you, hey, come on, you got to get to the next level. It is about taking a risk. This is about taking a risk. So you may feel a little bit like, oh my God, what's everybody going to think? After a while, I don't think you're going to care. And I don't think it's going to be relevant anymore. You might have childhood friends that are like, oh, you're like going to be a shaman? And then they kind of leave your life. It's not that they're making fun of you or anything like that. They are not in the vibration that you're in, that you're getting into. They're not there. And so that's part of this, is really stepping into your calling is going to bring about new friends, new connections, new beginnings. So embrace that part of it, okay? And if people fall away, let them fall away, okay? So I'm going to continue on. Let's see where we go. Let's go more into the calling and what it might be. All right. I am going to look at Taurus and Libra and Leo and Aquarius and Aries. So that may or may not have anything to do with this reading. But if you're dealing with any of those people, I'll pull some cards around them too. Okay. All right. Link is below, Pisces. I'll see you over there.